They say you can't escape death, but what if we were finally learning how to delay it? Are these 8 inventions the key to unlocking immortality? Breakthroughs in science and technology in the 21st century are making people healthier and longer lived. Researchers are almost ready to change the way we age by using technologies like smart health tracking and regenerating cells. Number 8, drug discovery and health monitoring driven by AI. AI is changing the way medical study is done and how healthcare is provided. Machine learning algorithms can look at very large data sets to find new drug options, make treatment plans work better, and predict how a disease will get worse. AI has already been used to come up with possible senolytic compounds and to tailor treatments to each person's genes and way of life. Wearable health tech like biosensors and smartwatches adds another layer by giving you health info all the time. This information can be used to find early warning signs, which would allow for preventative care instead of treatment after the fact. AI and continuous health monitoring have the potential to improve early diagnosis, speed up clinical trials, and encourage proactive control of long life. Number 7, boosters for NAD+ and metabolic interventions. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide NAD+ is an important chemical that helps the body use energy and fix DNA. NAD+ levels drop with age, which can lead to tiredness, memory loss, and digestive problems. NAD+ and mitochondrial activity are tried to be restored by supplements like NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and NR, nicotinamide riboside. Early tests on humans show that NAD+ boosters can lower biological signs of aging and boost energy and brain power. Medications like metformin and natural substances like resveratrol also work on cellular pathways like AMPK and SIRT1, which is similar to the effects of calorie restriction, which is known to help many species live longer. These treatments are pretty easy to get and could soon be useful tools for extending life. Number 6, stem cells and the regeneration of the thymus. Stem cell therapies are another potential way to make people live longer. iPSCs, or induced pluripotent stem cells, can grow new tissues from adult cells, which makes ethical worries less important. One very interesting use is to grow back the thymus gland, which is an important part of a healthy immune system, but gets weaker with age. Researchers are still looking into how to use iPSCs, or bioengineered cells, to grow or replace the thymus. The goal is to get older people's immune systems working again so they are less likely to get illnesses, autoimmune diseases, and cancer. Stem cell treatment might also be able to stop muscles, bones, and the nervous system from breaking down with age, which would increase longevity and quality of life. Number 5, 3D printing of cells and organ regeneration. Organ donation has been hard to do for a long time because there aren't enough donors. But 3D bioprinting, which makes tissues and organs from a patient's own cells, might mean that organ and tissue transplants from strangers are no longer needed. Scientists are already printing cartilage and blood vessels, and they are also working on printing kidneys, livers, and even hearts. Bioprinting could change the aging process by replacing damaged organs with genetically identical new ones that are made. This would greatly lower the number of transplant rejections and increase the number of years that people whose organs start to fail can still work. With progress in stem cell science, 3D organ printing could become an important part of treating aging in the next few decades. Number 4, Yamanaka factors and epigenetic reprogramming. The field of epigenetics, which looks into how genes are turned on and off, has shown that our biological age is based on more than just our DNA. Scientists have found that a group of proteins called Yamanaka factors, OCT4, SOX2, KLF4, and CMI, can change some old cells into stem cells that are more like younger cells. In mouse models, temporarily expressing these factors has turned back signs of age and increased lifespan by up to 30%. This method is now being tested in clinical studies as a way to treat age-related diseases like macular degeneration. Biotech companies like Altos Labs are leading the way in making safe methods for reprogramming epigenetics inside the body. This could be the next big thing in regenerative medicine, because it could help old tissues work like they did when they were younger, without changing the personality of the cells. Number 3, senolytics, getting rid of zombie cells. Some cells in our bodies stop growing as we age and start to release harmful chemicals that damage tissue and cause inflammation. These so-called zombie cells build up in organs and are linked to long-term illnesses like Alzheimer's, cancer, and arthritis. Senolytic drugs are meant to get rid of only these damaged cells. Dasatinib, quercetin, fisetin, and rapamycin are some of the chemicals that stop important processes like mTOR from working. This helps clean up cells. Senolytics have not only slowed down the aging process in animals, but they have also helped cells grow back. Senolytics are being tested on people in clinical studies to see if they can improve metabolic health and lessen the side effects of chemotherapy. If they work, senolytics could help old systems work like they did when they were younger. Number 2, CRISPR and changing genes. The gene editing tools, CRISPR, Cas9, and others like it have changed biology by letting scientists make very exact changes to DNA. This has made it possible to treat genetic diseases and maybe even cure them. For people who want to live longer, these tools could one day be used to target genes that are connected to getting older, fighting diseases, and fixing cells. Animal models like mice and worms have had their lives greatly prolonged by CRISPR-based treatments, up to 50 longer in mice and 10 times longer in nematodes. Scientists are working hard to find new ways to use CRISPR to lengthen telomeres, turn off genes that cause aging, or fix flaws that cause diseases that come with getting older. With more work, CRISPR could become one of the most important tools in personalized treatment for long life. Number 1, the use of nanobots to fix cells. Nanotechnology has become something that could really change health. Medical nanorobots, which are very small tools made of biocompatible materials, could one day be put into a person's bloodstream and patrol tissues on their own to find and fix cellular and molecular damage. These nanobots could get rid of waste, kill pathogens, and fix cells that were damaged, basically working like tiny maintenance teams. Visionaries like Aubrey de Grey and Ray Kurzweil say that nanobot technology could make it possible for people to live past 120 years old in the next few decades, maybe even by the 2030s. We could reach what Kurzweil calls longevity escape velocity with these kinds of tools if they work. This would mean that people would live longer every year. This would be a big change that would make getting older less of a sure decline and more of a manageable condition. Besides these main inventions, researchers are also looking into a number of technologies that are still just ideas but could have huge effects. For example, telomere extension treatments work on the protective caps on chromosomes that get shorter with age. Gene therapy companies like BioViva have shown that animals can live longer by extending their telomeres. Mind uploading and brain-computer connections, like Neuralink and the 2045 initiative, try to keep the mind alive by connecting it to computers. The fact that these inventions work together makes them even more powerful. At the genomic level, gene editing and epigenetic modifications slow down or stop aging. Stem cell treatments and enzymatic therapies remove damage and grow new tissues. Debulus boosts and metabolic drugs make cells work better. AI connects it all, making sure that these treatments are used in the right time and in the right way for each person. A lot of these technologies are making progress in clinical studies. Epigenetic reprogramming, senolytic compounds, and NAD+ supplements are being tested in Phase 1 and Phase 2 tests to see if they are safe and effective. A lot of money is going into biotech companies like Genflow Biosciences, BioViva, and Altos Labs, which are leading the way in bringing life extension products to the market. If you're fascinated by the future of human health and the science of longevity, hit that subscribe button because this journey is just getting started.